Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel, Pond and Garden, where I talk about everything to do with my pond and my garden. So simple. And today I want to talk about something I've been trying out for my pond. It's to do with my pond netting. I also want to talk about some of the things I do about what I feed my fish and some of the treats I give them. I think they really love it. So anyways, what I've been doing is I have been putting some posts in around my pond. They're 4-foot posts. I bury them about a foot down, so it gives me about 3 feet to work with. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this is I'm hanging my net over it. I think it gives it a nice look. Before I was using some black PVC pipe, or what was white PVC, but I painted it black. My brother-in-law recommended putting some rebar through the PVC pipe, and it worked for a while. But when the sun got a hold of it, it actually started bending and drooping, so it just didn't look nice. It's about time for me to buy a brand new net as well, so I figured might be a good time to go ahead and install them. So what I thought about, and I've looked on YouTube, and I've seen all kinds of ways to install a pond net. And you know, a lot of them are like for winter, like install it for the winter so the leaves don't get into the pond and stuff like that. And you know, but here's the deal. In Southern California, where I'm located at, we don't get a lot of winters here. We do get a lot of leaves that fall and stuff, so we don't have to worry about the snow and all that kind of good stuff, but we do get leaves. I don't mind if the leaves fall into the pond. It's part of the natural digestion of the pond. I believe that the leaves, I mean, I haven't done any research on this, but I think that through the leaves falling into the pond, they actually start to, dissolve or dissipate in the water, and it probably brings some key nutrients in the water. I'm not sure. Maybe it might even create some sludge, but I think it gives it more of a natural effect when you have just the natural pond just doing its thing, right? So natural ecosystem, right? We can only do so much to keep the pond clean, so I try to keep it just make sure you clean your filters out, all that kind of good stuff, right? So that's what I do. I watch my sump area and my skimmer area. I empty the box out quite a bit, especially during the fall and stuff like that, when leaves start falling on the ground. So, but anyways, I wanted to take a few minutes and show you exactly what I'm doing with these posts, and you can check it out for yourself and see what you think. Might be a good idea for your pond. Maybe you have a smaller pond, it might be too big for you, but if you have a larger pond, it might be a good idea. With these posts, I'm actually going to be painting them or staining them. I haven't decided yet. I might just stain them the same color as my arbor, so we'll check it out and see how it looks. Okay, as you can see, here are the posts I put in. You can kind of see the black PVC pipe that I have going over the pond now. It did look nice once I had it, but it just started falling down, so I took them out. These two are standing pretty good. That one's falling a little bit, but you can see how I put these posts around. I started off with 4 feet in length. They're 4 by 4 by 4 feet, and I buried them about a foot in the ground. And so I'm going to basically hook my net over them, as you can see. You can take screws and actually screw in on the side here where you can hook your net over. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. And even over there where the waterfall's at and where that water's coming in, I'm actually going to hook a net that's going to go across, make it pretty even. I haven't done it yet. Make it pretty even so all the debris can fall in and doesn't get caught in the net and stuff like that. So yeah, so this is what I'm doing. And I think once I paint it the same color as the arbor right there, I think it'll blend in nicely. If you want to paint them black, I think black looks nice too. I had one in the ground, and the reason why I had the idea is because one of them was in the ground. It was a smaller one. I was putting my camera on it to videotape the fish, and it got kind of worn and kind of like grayish color. It blended into the environment perfectly. I thought this would be actually pretty nice. So I think after a while, these being worn down through or weathered, I think they'll actually look pretty nice. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully this will give you some kind of idea about your pond. And but I want to talk about this is what I'm doing with my pond, so maybe it'll look nice, and we'll see what happens. If not, I'll try something different. That's what the great thing about having a pond and garden is you can do all kinds of different things. You can see how well my water hyacinths is doing over there. I mean, I did a previous video on those, and I thought they were dead, and they've just flourished and come back really nice. So, and you know, I'm gonna have to take some of them out because it's just gonna restrict the flow of that waterfall. So, All right, guys, so that's what I do with my posts and stuff. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Hopefully it gave you an idea to do something about, with your pond. And but anyways, I want to talk about what I'm feeding my fish. And the one thing I feed them is I do feed them about I don't know, I'd say probably, this says 1 cup of food, and I do this once a day. I've got a lot of fish in here. I've probably got about 50 fish maybe, and it seems to be a good amount. I would say that you want to feed your fish in the amount of food that would take them probably 5 minutes or less to devour. So anything more than that, I believe it's going to be too much anyways. Sometimes the fish, they forage on the algae and stuff and some of the plants anyways. So they are eating in the pond as well. They might run across some flies or maybe some bugs of some kind that they're going to eat as well. So, sometimes I've noticed that if people overfeed their fish, it can really cause some problems and some sicknesses with your pond. So I try to make sure that I don't overfeed the fish as well, okay? So keep that in mind. One thing that I feed my fish is this, it looks like it's tomagai, which is basically a shiroji enhanced food. Now I'm not too much as far as, the different brands of or breeds of fish, but my thing is that I want something that's going to enhance the quality and also the brightness of the fish, their colors. So I try to make sure that I feed them a high protein diet, especially during the summertime. I want to bulk them up and try to bring out some of those colors in the fish. So this is what I feed my fish. This company is a pretty good company. It's Koi and Ponds out of Montclair, California. So it's all made right in the United States as well. So it's a good food. My fish seem to really like it a lot. All right, so one thing that I have been giving my fish, and they really love these grapefruits. If you live in Southern California, they love grapefruits. If you have a grapefruit tree and you have a bunch of grapefruits and you've got a pond, this is something they really love. And I didn't realize this until somebody told me about it. So what I do is I cut them in half and I just throw them in the pond. You might have to fish them out of the skimmer in a couple of days, but that's like anything, right? Leaves or whatever else. So once you can kind of see on this one here, it floats on the top like this, and then what they do is they actually eat the inside of it out. This is all that's left. So real simple. I'm just going to simply cut one in half here, and I usually just will cut it just like this. I don't want it dripping all over me. These things are pretty juicy. And that's it. And I throw it in the pond. They float in the pond like this, and all the fish, they really love it. So this might be a great idea for you as well if you have any leftover grapefruits that you want to feed your fish. And I don't know, I mean, somebody told me about this and I thought, nah, they don't, how does fish like citrus, man? But koi fish, they really love it. So I don't know, I mean, so that's what I'll do. And these actually make really good juicing grapefruit. So put sugar in it, make yourself a nice juice as well. But I like to give it to my fish. They really love it. So well, anyways, I hope you like my channel. I mean, I'm putting new videos, seems like each week. Please subscribe to my channel. I talk everything about, my pond and my garden. We talk about planting flowers, feeding the fish. This pond is basically, I'm in the process of improving it, building it, planting more things. And then hopefully you'll come along, with me on my journey to actually make it look nice. If you have any suggestions, comments, please comment below. Give me a thumbs up on the video and subscribe. And I will see you on the next channel or the next show. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.